The book of Revelation, chapter 12, verse 12 in the NLT. Therefore rejoice, O heavens, and you who live in the heavens, rejoice. But terror will come on the earth and the sea, for the devil has come down to you in great anger, knowing that he has little time. All praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Hawashah, Wahara Kakodash. Double honors to the elders and the apostles of the great millstone. Shalom to the hopeful elect that's seeking to be the elect of the nation of Israel, that's scattered abroad amongst the heathen, some looking like the heathen, beginning with the 144,000 preachers, teachers, and prophets. Shalom. Again, Revelation 12 and 12 in the NLT. Therefore rejoice, O heavens, and you who live in the heavens, rejoice. That's the elect. That's the elect of Israel, whose minds are in heaven. All right? Whose riches are stored in heaven. Okay? The kingdom of heaven is at hand, for the kingdom is in you. We are to rejoice because these prophecies are coming to pass. Hey, this is another scripture, and that's supposed to comfort us, and is comforting in the time of chaos. All right? Remember, this scripture right here, it's a separation between those who have their riches stored in heaven and those who have their riches stored on earth. All right? Hey, the riches that are stored in heaven cannot corrode, cannot be corrupted. But those that are stored on earth are going to be corrupted and moth-eaten, meaning destroyed. Now, the elect are going to be protected in these times. Again, that's why it says, therefore rejoice, O heavens, and you who live in the heavens, rejoice. But terror will come on the earth and the sea, for the devil, Esau, the slanderer, the false accuser, the liar, has come down to you in great anger, knowing that he has a little time. You see? So I was watching the big brother Yasha Mothman out there in Mississippi. This is my first time hearing about it. I didn't get to finish. I was like 10 minutes in. And we give him a day started. Then, man, just a bunch of scriptures and ideas just start coming to me in the spirit. And I said, hold on, let me stop and go ahead and get this video, hit record, and get on. All right? Now, you got this 10-point plan to cut oil use, right? Now, it says, immediate actions in advanced economies can cut oil demand by 2.7 million barrels a day in the next 4 months. Now, look what's going on with this war, right? Look what's going on back east, and look what's coming over here to America. Rationing, severe oil shortage. Somebody only has 45 days left of oil, right? And remember, oil affects everything. Remember, these things are rushed and they are planned. They are planned. Hey, as we read in Revelation 12, and 12, the devils has come down to you having great wrath, knowing he has but a short time. So when you got a short time to do something, what happens? You rush. You panic. And when you get real quick, Ecclesiastes 14, right? So the elite's rushing. The people underneath them are rushing. So the citizens are rushing. Why? Because they're panicking. They're in fear. And when you're in fear, you don't know what to do or what to expect. You're not thinking straight. All right? The opposite of fear is comfort. All right? And when you get Ecclesiastes, I'm sorry, it's 10, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, Ecclesiastes 10 and 2, the Wadi Habah Shemal Shah. It says, as the judge of the people is himself, so are his officers, and what manner of man the ruler of the city is, such are all they that dwell therein. You see? So they're in panic mode. So everyone is in panic mode. Those as who? Dwelling in the earth. Okay? Those as who? Not those that's living in the earth. Those whose mindset that's on the earth, who want to hold on to Babylon and this wicked kingdom, right? So they're in a state of panic. Everyone's in a state of panic, in a state of perplexity. People don't know what to do, how to maneuver, none of that. Don't forget that word perplexity also goes into confusion and not knowing how to decide, nor knowing what to do. Hey, going into Deuteronomy 28, and it's also in Job, how people are groping in the noonday, meaning they're lost. All right? It says, verse 3, an unwise king destroyeth his people. You see, and this is what we're seeing. But it's all according to plan. All right, the prophecy. All right? Did not Yahweh Shema Shai says that he's going to strip all the wisdom and teaming, all the men, all the wise men out of the kingdom of Esau? It says, but through the prudence of them which are in authority, the city shall be inhabited. And you see the comfort of the men of Yahweh Shema Shai. That trickles down to the elected Israel, the remnant, the 1/3, are comforted in the spirit. Hey, rejoice ye heavens and ye that dwell in them. You see, so it's a separation of comfort and discomfort. The elect and the 2/3 that's joining hand in hand with these heathen. Now, these things are planned. It's mapped out. They want the chaos. Hey, Micah 2:1. Now, though it's planned, it's a sloppy plan. Remember, they got to move quick. But the plan is to get the chaos. It don't matter how they throw it together or how they present it. Because remember, they're in a state of panic. They know Yahweh Shai is on the way. And Armageddon is going to usher in the return of the Lord, whose name is Yahweh Shai. All right, so they know they got to move quick. Now, when you get Micah 2:1, it says, woe to them. Let's close this out. Let's get it right here. Micah 2:1 in the NLT. What sorrow awaits you who lie awake at night, thinking of evil plans? You arise at dawn and hurry to carry them out simply because you have the power to do so. Now remember, it says when you want a piece of land, you find a way to seize it. When you want someone's house, you take it by fraud and violence. You cheat. You take it by fraud and violence. You cheat a man of his property, stealing his family's inheritance. Now they're doing the same thing again. All right? And you read Job, the 24th chapter. That's one of my favorite chapters. It goes into exactly who these devils are and what they have always done and what they're still doing to this day. Remember, you shall own nothing and be happy. They want the chaos. Is all planned. All right? As a matter of fact, I got an article stored from yesterday. How it's going into how Elon Musk offered to pay TSA workers, but the Trump administration said nope, don't pay it. They won't let them pay it. So what is they letting you? What are they telling us? That they want the chaos. Even though Elon Musk, he wasn't gonna pay that, man. He was just throwing it out there. But still, why Elon Musk though? As we pointed out the other day, because he's the face of this Neuralink, man. All right, it's all part of the deception. So all these players got a role. They come up against each other, talk against each other, but they all playing their role. All right. At the same time, everyone's in panic mode. Where is it? Damn. I got it. I think I'm gonna type it in. They told Elon Musk no. They denied it. Let me see. I think I'm gonna type that joint in. Yeah, I'm gonna have to type it in. Yeah, let me type it in real quick. Just Trump admin denies Elon Musk paying TSA workers. They was like, nah. Here it is, the Wadi Halbah Shema Shah. Trump admin rejects Elon Musk offer to pay TSA workers amid shutdown. Here's what Polymarket thinks might happen. You see? So they said, no, we don't want to offer the people no help. Why? Because they want the chaos. All right? It's planned chaos. They know exactly what they're doing. But they're moving quick, so it's sloppy. All right? Like the brother said, it's tacky. Now you get real quick 2 Corinthians 2 and 11. It says in the NLT, so that Satan will not outsmart us. Who is the us? Those of us that dwell in the heavens, whose minds are on Yahweh Shema Shah, the kingdom. For we are familiar with his evil schemes. You see? We're familiar with his plans. I mean, it's nothing new. If they didn't change up their style of military combat, what the hell made you think they're going to change up their methods of deceiving the people and breaking the people down? That's why these people, I was watching a little bit of the brother's video, and people are comparing it to CV lockdowns. It's the same junk. All right? Now, when you get this a 10-point plan to cut oil use, which it's going to be easy. It's easy. All you got to do, kill the grid. That's all you got to kill the grid. That's what it's going to lead to. It's going to cut everything. All right? They want the chaos. Why you think they're going to put the troops out? They already started. They're at the airports. All right? You're talking about sending National Guard out. See, the siege is set. Everything is here. They're going to send out more troops. All right? In these major cities. All right? It's going to be chaos running rampant, man. This is what they want. It's privacy. It has to happen. The cities has to be cast down. And Yahweh Shah said, when he come on earth, it's going to be already kindled, meaning full of chaos. Hey, cities going to be cast down. 2 Ezra 16. Isaiah 24. All the doors shall be locked, that no man may come in. And when you read it in NLT, it says the city reached in chaos. And you get that 2 Ezra 15, y'all know we get it, 14 down to 19. It's going to be lockdowns, cities being destroyed, people stealing and robbing from one another with the guns and spoil their houses because of what? Because of famine and what else? And for great tribulation. You see? It's all playing out, man. All right? They're moving quick. It's sloppy. But, hey, it's all playing out. Why? Because they're panicking. The elites are panicking. The officers are panicking. So the people panicking. But it's still playing out. All right? No one's cool as cucumbers except for the elect. Now, you get this 10-point plan to cut oil use. You should ask yourself, how they come up with this quick? I always say this. How you think they come up with this stuff this quick? Because it's already written out and planned out. They not smart enough. This ain't the movies, man. Well, you just sit back and be like, oh, yeah, I'm going to come up with a plan on the fly in like 2 seconds. No, man, they ain't got it like that, man. You ain't got it like that. You see? It's already mapped out, man. These devils sitting here trying to hide everything they got going on, which that's all coming out. So they're thinking about that. They causing a war, and they're going to wish they're going to lose. They're trying to take uranium, and they starting war with Cuba, and, you know, they're trying to implement the New World Order. And they got all they thinking about the dollar, and they crash the system, bringing the digital system. How they going to cause chaos and panic over here in America. And everybody got guns, and they got to worry. They got too much on their plate to think of one idea, man, and to move forward with it with a perfect plan. So that they discombobulated, man. All right? Now, it says a 10-point plan to cut oil use. And again, this gonna be easy. All you gotta do is kill the grid. And that's what it's gonna come down to, that blackout, man. All right? It says, let's zoom this thing in. I could get it from a overview, but I want to read it from here because it got the pictures on the side. Immediate actions in advanced economies can cut oil demand by 2.7 million barrels a day in the next 24 months. Action 1. It says slow. Reduce speed limits on highways by at least 10 kilometers per hour. Impact saves around 290 kb, I don't know what that shit is, of oil use from cars and an additional 140 from trucks. Let that marinate. Jammed up traffic, backed up traffic. People are impatient. People tired. People burnt out. People rushing. Longer drives. Longer wait times. You burn more gas at a standstill. Stop and go. People panicking. People tired. People rushing to go every damn well. So, reduce speed limits on highways by at least 10 miles per hour. Right? So, the police officers ain't even stopping people that's going 10, 15 miles per hour. State troopers out on the highways, they ain't catching. So you think people going to reduce their speed? See, this 10-point plan is painted to do what? To help you. All right? But no, it's an inconvenience. All right? It's an inconvenience. Okay? You don't have the manpower to enforce this. All right? So the only way you can enforce it is by what? Shutting everything down. That MOTB coming though. All right? It says action 2, work from home up to 3 days a week where possible. Impact 1 day a week saves around 170. What's this KB? My fault. Excuse me for my ignorance, y'all. Where's my other phone? So that way I ain't got an exit up out of this joint. Let's see. KB. Oh, you mean? It says thousands per day. KB/D stands for thousands barrels per 1,000 barrels per day. A standard unit used in the oil and gas industry to measure daily production, consumption, or transportation rates. It signifies the volume of oil produced or processed over a 24-hour period. So this is what they're saying to save. Okay. I knew it to my oil, but I didn't know what the KB and the D. Okay, I got you. It says impact 1 day a week saves around 170 oil barrels per day. 3 days saves around 500. It says section 3, car-free Sundays in cities. Impact. Every Sunday saves around 380. On Sunday, one Sunday a month saves 95. So you see it got the bike, people riding the bike. So hey, with all this chaos going on, it's these 15-minute cities, man. Remember, the 15-minute cities is for them to better control. They're not going to be able to patrol and control all of the U.S. So it's going to have to be the 15-minute cities, which all this stuff is going to be short-lived, all right? So to control the people and get into this point, you're gonna have to have the 15-minute cities in the mark of the beast. All right. This track and trace system, this surveillance cameras everywhere. It's got to be in the inner cities, man. All right. It says action 4. It says make the use of public transportation cheaper and incentive micromobility, walking and cycling. Impact saves around 330. 5. Alternate private car access to roads in large cities. Impact saves around 210. Action 6. Increase car sharing and adopt practices to reduce fuel use. Impact saves around 470. So they got everything already mapped out, just like their carbon footprint, man. It says action 7. Promote efficient driving for freight, trucks, and delivery of goods. And you see why they're pushing electric vehicles. It says impact saves around 320. Action 8, using high speed and night trains instead of planes where possible. Impact saves 40. Section 8, avoid business air travel. Avoid business air travel where alternative options exist. Impact saves around 260. Section 10, reinforce the adoption of electric and more efficient vehicles. There it is. Impact saves around 100. You see? So the whole goal is to what? The 10-point plan to cut oil use, man. You see? You see how it would affect people's lives? And this is their plan. This is their plan, man. So they're about to bring the pain, they're about to bring the chaos. Or should I say that the pain and the chaos is here. The troops are out for control. They know it's going to get ugly. It's going to get crazy. It's all planned out, man. It is all planned out. All right? How can they achieve this? Kill the power grid. You save even more gas. You ain't got to worry about flying and this, that, and the third. And you see ice at the airports. The long wait times. It's all planned. It's all about control. They want the chaos so they can establish the order. Second Esdras 15 and 14. Remember the order out of the chaos. Second Esdras 15 and 14. Woe to the world and them that dwell therein. The sword and the destruction draweth nigh. And one people shall stand up and fight against another, and swords in their hands. For there shall be sedition among men, and invading one another. They shall not regard their kings nor princes, and the course of their action shall stand in their power. A man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able. You see that? That's control. Limitations. For because of their pride, the city shall be troubled, the house shall be destroyed, and men shall be afraid. A man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy their house with the sword and spoil their goods because of the lack of bread and for great tribulation. That's the chaos. This going to add to it. All right, just going to add to it. Remember, we still got the Revelation 13 and 15. This is the order. Revelation 13 and let's start at 14. Excuse me. Let's start at 14. And deceiveth them, seduce them. The word deceive goes into seduce. Them that dwell on the earth by the means of those miracles which he had power to do in the sight of the beast. Saying to them, the beast is NATO and the EU. Saying to them that dwell on the earth, everybody on the earth, that they should make an image to the beast, this beast system, which had the wound by the sword and did live. this beast system through the revised Roman Empire. It says, and he had power to give life into the image of the beast, that the image of the beast should both speak, meaning play out, and cause that as many as not worship the image of the beast should be killed. So you see, this is the order out of the chaos. If you don't get down, they're going to literally kill you and or separate you. That word kill also goes into separate from a whole. All right? And he caused all, both small, great, rich, poor, free, and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads, and that no man might buy or sell, save he that had the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name. Here is wisdom. Let him that has understanding count the number of the beast, for it is the number of a man. His number is 603 and that's and that's his digital system. This is what they want, but they rushing. All right. And it's all planned. It's a rushed out plan. All right. So, hey, going to the draconian laws, man. When you go back up, okay. So we here. All right, we are here, man. So you think you can enjoy your spring? Nope. Watch. April 1st is the Passover, the real Passover. We already in the new year, the real new year. Watch how all hell break loose, man. All right, we already seeing, hey, this already the 4th month. We're about into the 4th month of the year. A third of the year gone. A third of 2026 is already gone. So the 2/3 of the year, the second, the 2/3 of the rest of the year, it's gonna be hell on wheels, man. Chaos, distress, death, rights taken away, all of that, man. All right, strip the rights through the chaos. That's your order. Implement this beast system, which also is a part of the order. How surveillance and your troops to patrol everything. And this 10-point plan, shit, man. Hey, that's for them people in the inner city, man. Cause everybody on the outside ain't gonna have no resources. All right, you gonna only be able to have resources on the inner cities, man. All right, remember they don't have the power, the manpower, to patrol, man. They don't have it now. That's why you might have one state trooper per county, or maybe 2. You know what I'm saying? You might be out there in the interstate. You might see interstates long as hell. You might see 2, maybe 3 state troopers every 20, 30 miles, or whatever the case may be. Law enforcement stretched out thin, man. State and local. So you already know, man. They know what they're doing. It is tacky as hell, like the brother said, but that's how they're gonna. That's the only way they can enforce it. All right, that's the only way they can enforce it. But yeah, I just wanted to hit this real quick through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shema Shai. Stay prayed up in the names of Yahweh Shema Shai. We here, man. Hey, watch as well as pray, man. So that hopefully we may be found worthy to escape all these troubles, man. Yahweh Shai on the way. Lift up. We gotta lift up our heads for our redemption draw. If not, shalom.